English Compulsory Inter Part 1 2018 Group 1 Objective Type MCQs. Choose the correct option in meaning to the underlined words. Number 1. The farm was ringing with the clamour of the gong. Clamour is underlined. Din, silence, song, music. Din is answer. Number 2. Harry had mumbo jumbo ideas. Mumbo jumbo is underlined. Sensible, wise, good, meaningless. Meaningless is answer. Number 3. The moon compacted to a rind. Compacted is underlined. Widened, burned, broken, packed. Packed is answer. Number 4. He looked as if he were 14 or 15, frail and willow wild. Frail is underlined. Fat, tall, strong, weak. Weak is answer. Number 5. Arthur's voice was guarded. Guarded is underlined. Careless, careful, rough, melodious. Careful is answer. Number 6. Do you think she can stand it, doctor? Said the mother. Stand is underlined. Help, endure, sell, buy. Endure is answer. Number 7. Life is full of care. Care is underlined. Joy, worry, fun, pleasure. Worry is answer. Number 8. I merely reason in my simple way. Reason is underlined. Tease, sleep, argue, vanish. Argue is answer. Number 9. The girl shudders at her own thoughts. Shudders is underlined. Murmurs, trembles, laughs, jumps. Trembles is answer. Number 10. Maulvi Abul's children came in quick succession. Succession is underlined. Speed, grief, time, series. Series is answer. Choose the correct answer. Number 11. To achieve his ambition, Gorgias went into dash. Theatre, room, circus, politics. Politics is answer. Number 12. The lightning dash the light in the room. Strengthens, brightens, dims, intensifies. Dims is answer. Number 13. Clay gives an ad in dash. The Times, the O.K. by the Seagull. The Guardian, the Mirror. The O.K. by the Seagull is answer. Number 14. The age of a man is dash according to the good book. 50 years, 60 years, 70 years, 80 years. 70 years is answer. Number 15. What was opened in the village after Mehroon's marriage? A post office, a factory, a dispensary, a school. A school is answer. Choose the correct form of verb. Number 16. The workers dash on strike for a week. Are, had, has been, is. Has been is answer. Number 17. You will fall ill if you dash too much. Eats, eat is eaten, have eaten. Eat is answer. Number 18. He can dash a car very well. Drives, driving, drive, drove. Drive is answer. Number 19. This book dash last year. Is published, has been published, will be published, was published. Was published is answer. Number 20. Everyone dashed to die one day. Had, has, have is having. Has is answer. Section 1. Question number 2. Answer in 3 to 5 lines the following any 6 questions from Book 1 Short Stories. Question number 1. On which place was the package lying? The package was lying by the front door. It was a cube-shaped carton sealed with tape with their name and address printed on it. Question number 2. Why did writer's father want him to visit the fertile clearing? The writer's father had planted a piece of land on the top of a mountain. He had planted tomatoes, yams, and potatoes. It was a very clean patch of fertile land. The plants were tall, healthy, tasty, and strong. He wanted that his son might speak high for the efforts, and in addition, he might be persuaded to do the same. Question number 3. What were the feelings of the Bittering family after landing on Mars? The Bittering family had shifted to Mars in the fear of atomic war on Earth, but when they landed on Mars, they had to face severe climatic conditions. The wind was hot and high. It changed their color. The air was smelly, and they began to change physically. So Harry wanted to come back to Earth. Question number 4. How did Gorgias become the court acrobat? Gorgias wanted to create a job of court acrobat. He went into politics. He made speeches in the country and tried to persuade people that a court acrobat's physical fitness would strengthen their soldiers. He gave examples of other countries' courts. As a result of his persuasion, the post of court acrobat was duly created. Question number 5. Why was the sick girl kept in the kitchen by her parents? The sick girl was kept in the kitchen by her parents because it was biting cold and the temperature of the room was very low. She was suffering from high fever. She was the only daughter of her parents, so they were paying due attention to save her life. Question number 6. What were the feelings of the slave during his journey in the boat? During his journey in the boat was hit by a storm and it started tossing. The slave was terrified and he began to cry and tremble, and he was a cause of uneasiness for others. Question number 7. What are the services of Martin Luther King for the Negroes? The Negroes were living a miserable life in America. They had no civil rights. They were tortured for nothing. They were subjected to untold cruelties. Martin Luther King was a famous leader of Negroes. He gathered them on one platform, made forceful speeches, and inspired them to fight for their rights. At last, his efforts bore fruit and they got freedom. Question number 8. What efforts did the farmers make to prevent the swarm from landing on their crops? The farmers adopted different measures to protect their crops from the attack of locusts. They produced noise, beating cans, lighted big fire, and threw wet leaves in the fire to make smoke acrid and black. In this regular way, they succeeded in protecting the crops. Question number 9. How did the Magi celebrated their Christmas? The Magi were staunch believers. They celebrated Christmas with religious fervor. They made tasty dishes. They exchanged gifts and expressed their good wishes for each other. Usual exchange of gifts on Christmas makes their ties strong and brings them closer. Question number 3. Answer in 3 to 5 lines any 5 of the following questions from Book 3, One Act Plays. Question number 1. What were the circumstances that forced the girl to leave her car? The girl had to leave her car on the road because she had run out of gas. Question number 2. What was the condition of weather in the play Heat Lightning? The weather was unfavorable. It was raining heavily with thundering and lightning. Question number 3. What was the girl's impression about the second man? The impression of girl about second man was very bad. She had a very deep suspicion about him. She thought it was he who was the killer and had chased her. Question number 4. What is the purpose of Cretone's visit? The purpose of Cretone's visit to Earth is merely a pleasure trip. He is also interested in the study of the civilization of man. He claims that he has come to take the charge of the whole world. Question number 5. How much damaging is violence in life? Violence is very dangerous for human race. It disturbs the peace of society. When young people do not get proper placement in society, they create violence. It creates a sense of insecurity among the masses. The flow of business stops and the country suffers. Question number 6. What is the role of General Powers in the play? General Powers is a very important and vigorous member of National Guard. He is much concerned about the security of his country. He remains in touch with the agencies concerned to keep himself aware of the current situation. He considers Cretone a threat to his country, so he threatens him harshly. Question number 7. What is Harry's philosophy in the play The Oyster and the Pearl? Harry's philosophy is a way to live, and that is to take it easy way. Question number 8. How much Harry charged for haircut? Harry was a barber in the town Oakade by the sea. He usually charges $1 for a haircut. Sometimes he charges half a dollar for it. Though he is poor, yet he is very generous. Question number 4. Answer in 3 to 5 lines any 4 of the following questions from Book 3 Poems. Question number 1. According to W.H. Davies, how can a rainy day be enjoyed? A rainy day can be enjoyed by watching the rain from the window in water and by hearing the voice of leaves which are full of rain. The poet says that the sprinkling of water which falls drop by drop on the leaves below creates a music which is sweet to hear. Question number 2. Who is the writer of the poem Loveliest of Trees, the Cherry Now? And what time of the year is mentioned in the first stanza? A.E. Hughesman wrote the poem Loveliest of Trees, the Cherry Now. The mentioned time in the first stanza is the arrival of Easter, which is celebrated in spring every year. Question number 3. What were the words written on the pedestal? The poem Ozymandias. On the pedestal of the broken statue of great king called Ozymandias was written, My name is Ozymandias, King of Kings. Look on my works, ye mighty, and despair. Question number 4. What does the sparrow hold in her beak and how many young ones are to be fed? The sparrow holds a grain of millet in her beak to feed her young ones who are 10 in number. Question number 5. Why does a person feel helpless on the death of a friend? No one can avoid death. When it comes, it takes away its victim. But the death of a friend is a very pain-giving incident. Finding no solution to avoid it, a person feels helpless on the death of a friend. Question number 6. Why does the poet put emphasis on how to know himself? The poet puts emphasis on how to know himself. It will help man realize that he is the crown of creations created by Allah Almighty after his own image. Without the knowledge of self, man can know neither Allah Almighty nor the purpose of his own creation. Section number 2, question number 5. Write a letter to your father requesting him to increase your monthly allowance. Examination hall, comma, city, comma, A dot B dot C dot, March 13, comma, 2018 dot. Dear father, comma, after a few days stay at home, I am feeling very lonely in the hostel. Your letter of yesterday meant so much to me. Dear father, oftenly I thought of discussing a particular thing, but I hesitated to talk about this delicate topic. Today, I would like to draw your attention to it through this letter. In these hard times, the prices of goods are soaring very high. I am finding difficulties to manage my expenses out of the monthly allowance that you send me. The new college is at a distance from my hostel, so I have to pay more for my transportation. There is an increase of 500 rupees in the hostel dues. I am also planning to join an academy because the new course is rather difficult. After paying all the dues, I am left with almost no money. Due to these financial restraints, I am even finding it difficult to concentrate on my studies, so I request for an addition of 1000 rupees in my monthly allowance. Pay my regards to mother and love to sister. Your loving son, comma, X dot Y dot Z dot. Or write an application to the principal of your college for the grant of a character certificate. The principal, comma, government college, comma, city, comma, A dot B dot C dot, subject, colon, request for character certificate. Respected sir, comma, most respectfully, it is submitted that I had been a student of your college from 2016 to 2017 and did my graduation with credit. I was placed in first division. During my stay at the college, I was captain of college cricket team. My performance in annual dramatic competition was viewed with great gratification by you and other members of the staff. I have been an obedient young man with great respect for my teachers who shaped my character and conduct. Sir, I have applied for the post of an Inspector Punjab Police. As I am required to produce character certificate, I shall feel highly obliged if you kindly issue me a character of good conduct. Thanking you in an anticipation, yours obediently, comma, X dot Y dot Z dot, dated, colon, September 14, comma, 2018. Question number 6. Write a story on the moral lesson, try again, or greed is a curse. Try again is in paper 2017 group 2. Now I'm going to tell you about greed is a curse. Greed is a curse. Once, three friends set on a journey. When they were passing through a forest, they saw a bag lying on the ground. They picked it up and were overjoyed to find it full of gold. They decided to divide the gold equally among themselves. They were hungry and tired, so they sat under a tree and sent one of them to fetch food from a neighboring town. In his absence, the other two decided to kill him and divide the gold equally between themselves. The man who had gone to fetch food was very greedy. He mixed some poison in the food. He said to himself, I will have the whole gold. When they eat this meal, I will go to the town and start my own business with the gold I get. When he came back to his companions, they killed him. Then both of them ate the food which the first one had brought for them. As the food was poisoned, so both of them also died instantly. Moral, tit for tat. As you sow, so shall you reap. Greed is a curse. Question number 7. Explain the following lines with reference to the context. Dark children with a coin to spend enter the lantern's orbit, find melon, guava, mandarin, the moon compacted to a ring. Reference. These lines have been taken from the poem In the Street of the Fruit Stalls by John Stallworthy. Context. This is a symbolic poem. The world is threatened with war, misery and poverty, but all these have failed to crush man's love for pleasure. Explanation. In these lines, the poet describes the children's joy, the sweet spray of the juice, forgetting all about the misery they live in. Poor children come there with a coin and stand in the light of lanterns. They look at melon, guava and other fruit. Their mouth waters. Their surroundings share their misfortune. The shrunken moon, the reduced sun and the dull frosty night signify the prevailing gloom. Part B. Punctuate the following extract from Book 1. Whatever reasons he gave, people were not willing to believe him. Those are lying excuses, they said behind his back. Hubert felt this shame and disgrace to his self esteem and character. Part C. Use any five of the following pair of words in your sentences. Flee, FLEE, bhag jana. She fled to England. Flee, FLEA. Hashra, I saw a flea on my cow's back. Advise, ADVISE, nasihat karna. The doctor advised him bed rest. Advice, ADVICE, nasihat. My advice has no effect on him. Heir, HEIR, Varis, she is an heir to this land. Hair, HAIR, Bal, he has gone for haircut. Bail, BAIL, Zamanat, Akbar was released on bail. Bail, BALE, Gatha, a bale of cotton was missing. Beer, BEAR, bardasht karna, I cannot bear this insult. Beer, BEER, Jo ki sharab, I never tasted beer. BY by, say या जरिया, she is not helped by me, I catch the baby by the hand. Buy, BUY, खरीदना, now I shall buy a car. Cemetery, CEMETERY, Kabristan, we went to a cemetery yard. Cemetery, SYMMETRY, Matawazan Tamir, a hut near a mansion spoils in cemetery. Question number 8. Translate the following passage into Urdu. Short Stories, Book 1. It will be a great favor, the king said. The sergeant ordered the slave to be thrown into the water so that he could have experienced the true danger of life. Two persons threw him in the sea, and when he was about to be drowned, they pulled him back to the boat. And he clung the stern with both of his hands. Then he sat down in a corner and remained quiet. This appeared strange to the king, who could not comprehend the wisdom in the action taken by the surgeon, and he asked for it. The surgeon replied, before he had experienced the danger of being drowned, he knew not about the safety of the boat. A man does not realize the worth of safety from the misfortune until he has tasted it. तर्जुमा, बादशाह ने कहा, ये तो आपकी बड़ी नवाजिश होगी. सार्जेंट ने गुलाम को पानी में फेंकने का हुक्म दिया ताकि वह ज़िंदगी के हकीकी खतरे का तजर्बा कर सके. दो आदमियों ने उसे समुद्र में फेंक दिया और जब वह डूबने लगा तो उसे खींचकर वापस कश्ती में ले आए और वह दोनों हाथों के साथ कश्ती के पिछले हिस्से के साथ चिमट गया. फिर वह नीचे बैठ गया और सुकून में आ गया. ये सूरत हाल बादशाह को बड़ी अजीब लगी. वो सार्जेंट के इस अमल की मंतक ना समझ सका और इसकी वजाहत पूछी. सार्जेंट ने जवाब दिया, जब तक उसने डूब जाने के खतरे का तजुर्बा नहीं किया था, उसे कश्ती की सलामती का इल्म नहीं था. किसी शख्स को उस वक्त तक मुसीबत से महफूज रहने की अहमियत का एहसास नहीं होता जब तक वह इसका जायका ना चख ले. Question number 8. Candidates whose medium of examination is in English will write an essay on abuses of mobile phone. Abuses of mobile phone. Mobile phone is also called cell phone. It is a transmitter and a receiver combined in one unit. It works like a portable or cordless telephone. Cell phones have become very popular with the masses in this era. Mobile phones are an obvious cause of time wastage. Usually people are seen busy with playing games, listening music, using internet, sending messages and chatting for hours on cell phones. Mobile phones have affected adversely our youth. The young students, instead of paying heed to their studies, fall a victim to the charms of mobile phones and waste their time in useless activities. Today, the rate of crimes is increasing due to the use of mobile phones. The incidents of robbery, dacoity, purse snatching are growing more and more, particularly among the youngsters. They have a close contact with each other and plan accordingly. It is being used by the criminals and terrorists. The latest research has revealed that the excessive use of cell phone is harmful to human body. The experts are of the opinion that cell phone emits radio frequency RF energy, which may increase the risk of cancer for cell phone users. The mobile phones are discouraging inclination to reading and learning. Today, students waste a lot of their time on the cell phones in playing games and listening to music. Keeping in view the abuses of mobile phone, the government should check and control its excessive use. The people should be advised to use this device not as a luxury but as a facility.